gosh, on the set. Hi everyone, welcome to It's Not Over, a podcast where we celebrate strong people. We have some men on today, so I don't want to say women, who are doing amazing things over 40, post-divorce, post whatever your trials and tribulations have been leading up to this point, about women picking themselves up and being fucking awesome rock stars. So this is why I have my friend Brandee on, because she is literally like, she loves compliments. All of those things, all of those things. Thank you. That's why I'm here. So we're gonna learn a little bit about, We're gonna learn a little bit about Brandee and whatever she wants to share about being a badass. So I am Brandee, supposed to say I'm glad you're here. You lived through a story so many women might be able to relate to, but what's amazing is how you rewrote the ending.
Aww.
So yes, and I know it's not over yet, but you had your married 2 sons, right?
2 boys.
2 boys, and things, I guess, changed for you sometime. How many years were you married?
We were married 12 years, together 16.
Okay, so you have this house and this life and all this stuff, right? And then, like many divorced people, you all of a sudden realize that, and I know for you it was all of a sudden, realize that this is not the fairy tale that I signed up for. Things didn't go the way you had planned, but now you're doing this amazing, I want to hear about what you're doing, kind of reinvented yourself. Were you working when you were married?
I think I've always worked. Well, no, I have always worked. But when I first got married, I actually was doing real estate. And actually before I got married, I'm doing all this, like, it's so hard to go back and think, because
right.
I blacked out so much.
Right.
But I actually had gotten my master's, which is something I always wanted to do, in mental health counseling. So I was working before I got married. I did real estate, but I also did after I got my master's, I worked in mental health counseling for a few years with at-risk children.
Beautiful.
But yeah, we had a trauma in the family, and I was having a really hard time continuing to do that, and I wanted to do something that was more fulfilling, and that's how I got into real estate at the time. And
okay, what from what I understand, you know more than me. It's a kind of a cutthroat man's occupation, is it not?
Not anymore.
No.
I really don't think so anymore. I mean,
okay.
I really work with a lot of really strong women. I have to say that most of the people I work with are women. So I think
that's nice.
It's a stigma that maybe it used to be a cutthroat man's business.
I feel like it was at one time.
Possibly, maybe, but I think that today, and especially in the world we live in our generation, like, women can do anything.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
But I would say most of the people that I do work with are really strong women.
Were you, when you realized that your relationship was not exactly what you thought it was, what was the thing that you were most scared of when you were initially going through divorce?
I think being alone.
Yeah. I think that is for a lot of women.
Yeah, being alone. I didn't want to be alone. I was scared. I hear, I've sat through a couple of people in this chair listening, and that being alone feeling is scary.
It's very scary.
Like,
it's that, yes.
Companionship, dependency, finances, 2 kids, like all of it. It's like, holy fuck, like, how am I going to do this?
It's a lot. Now, are your parents still married?
No. I went through a horrible divorce as a child.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Horrible.
How old were you when that happened?
Same age as my kids were.
That's so interesting.
brought up a lot of shit.
I bet you it did. Do they talk now?
Now they do. They actually started to talk, which, God willing, maybe my kids will have the same.
Yes.
I think when it really got better at my college graduation, my mom started letting my dad back in when I graduated high school, and by the time I graduated college, it was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I think that's a hope for everyone. I think you need to have two willing participants that want to engage in being
that's the key.
available.
You have to have two willing participants.
A lot of times it's not. So one person needs to pick up. So I was so excited to have you. I know you're very successful at what you're doing now. And I know you've now met someone.
Yes.
Which is so nice.
4.5 years in.
Tell me about dating. I want to hear about dating.
Honestly didn't date so much. Like I wasn't.
Well, we just realized we both dated like the same 5 guys, I think.
But I didn't like. I was like a one date wonder. Like I was like not a serial dater. Like it wasn't for me. Like I just was like I wasn't good at it.
Okay. All right.
Like I told you like prior to this, like I had a pass through, which like helped me realize like, oh, you can do this.
Right.
Like I remember we have a mutual friend that's like, even you would say like, you just gotta do it. Like
you just gotta do it.
You just gotta get up. Like you have to kiss that first guy.
Yes.
Then it has to be like you gotta like fuck that first guy.
You gotta do it.
And I just like had to do it. And then once I did it, I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to do it with like that many people. And then like my boyfriend David just kind of like came into my life. You were saying before that someone's gonna knock on their door. He literally like knocked on my door, and he wouldn't let me go. So it was like, how could I? You know, he's a keeper. Like if someone's gonna do that, but I wasn't like. I tried. I really did. I tried.
It's not for the weak at heart.
And I remember even like my son, like he would take the phone. He's like, "Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one." And I was like, oh, "You just can't do
That
this.
is the way it is. It's wild. That's just the way it is."
And I guess God just knew that it wasn't for me, and He brought me like my angel.
He did. Well deserved. Now, I know that he is. If you don't mind talking, I know he doesn't have children of his own.
Right.
Right. So how is it? How is he with your boys? And did you have to teach him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It was hard. He doesn't have kids, which for me, it works. I'm going to just screw up the microphone. It works really well because of the traumatic experiences that I went through. And I want to be a little selfish. Like, I want my time, I want my space. Like, I want him as all mine when I have him. I want, like, my nuclear family to be, like, all mine.
Right.
But at the beginning, yeah, it was a learning curve. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we went through a little bit of therapy. I had to teach him to do a little bit of parenting, co-parenting, where to lay off, where not to lay off, and he kind of like just found his place, and it works. And my kids died for him. Like the other day, he had left, and the kids didn't know he leaves really early in the morning because he's an attorney, and they got home and they were like, his name is David. They're like, "Where's David?" Like, and I just, that feeling to know that I gave them that is just like you can't like
to win.
You can't make that shit up.
They'll say that's a win.
Yeah.
But he doesn't live here. I need to help Jenny. Jenny, go out this side door. I know that door is really weird. Sorry guys. That door is really weird. Or go out the side.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
We had someone stuck.
Yeah. She was stuck, right?
We got stuck.
Yes. So, how old are you?
I am.
How old
seriously,
are you?
49.
Yes. Sorry. Okay. It's a big one next year.
Like she has to.
What are we gonna do?
I honestly don't want to do it. I used to be such like a big birthday person. I don't care anymore. I just like, I'm all about like my kids.
Yeah.
That's all.
Is there something that your kids want right now that they don't have?
If they said
I know you. I know you well.
If they said that, I swear to God, I think I'd have to knock them over the head with a pan because
Yeah.
my kids don't go without.
Yeah.
That's why I work so fucking hard.
Yeah. And we were discussing that your dad was like that with you. He gave and he gave and he gave and
Yeah.
he gave. So you did have that person in your family that taught you how nice it was, how much joy you could get from giving
and getting.
and getting.
But I don't know if, because the roles were reversed. Like, I went through what my mom went through, and my dad gave because he was kind of like an absent dad, and I think it was his way of making up for not always being there.
Right.
And the shit that he did to my mom.
Okay.
Whereas I do it because I have like mother's guilt.
Yeah.
Because their father doesn't give, and he says no to everything.
Right.
So I feel like I need to, like, I don't know, make up for something, and it's not healthy. Like, I don't recommend mothers doing what I do.
It sounds really expensive.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
My kids, I work for my children.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I used to want to work. When I started working, I did it to gain independence from my ex-husband. And the reason why I started working so hard, I didn't realize it, but I think it was because I saw things going where they went.
Right.
And it was a way for me to start becoming more independent from him. And I realized how dependent I was on him, and he would say no to me. And I didn't want no's anymore. I wanted to give myself yeses and find my own space and define myself. Which takes us to where we are today. But I just had like an epiphany.
There you go.
So
You've come full circle.
Yeah. So
And you're saying, which is so beautiful, that you like being alone. You like.
I do.
It says a lot about you are comfortable with who you are and
And
how
I was
amazing.
afraid to be alone before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't complete that thought from before, but I was just kind of like, to go back to it, that like, it's different reasons why I did what my dad did. But yes, I realized that like I've come full circle. Like
And you're super self-aware.
Yeah.
Well, now you are.
I just had an epiphany.
Is it good?
Yeah, just this moment. Yeah.
Okay. I love it. So what do you want? What is a lesson that you want your boys to learn from you as a woman?
As a woman,
Yeah.
that one, their mom is strong as fuck.
Mhm.
Like, she didn't take no for an answer from anyone.
Yeah.
Like, one of my friend's moms once told me, never take no as an answer for someone that doesn't have the authority to say yes. So for me, that was like very resonating, and I was like, I kind of live by those words now. Like, fuck you motherfuckers, like no one say no to me.
Right.
Like, the more no's I get, the harder it makes me work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just kind of like every day, like I wake up and I'm just like, go get it, because no one else is gonna give it to you.
And you do go get it.
I don't have an option.
Yeah.
There's no option. No one else is giving it to me. Because I went out and I've asked, when I had nothing, I asked for help from so many people, and I got so many no's that I realized no one else is gonna do it for you.
No.
No.
There you go. It is, but I think, and you let me know what you think, you appreciate it so much more
Yes.
when you've worked for it. And when you're your own boss,
Yeah.
you work your tail off.
Yeah.
Because it's your name on your business, and it's your name doing real estate.
Yeah.
And you're the one putting people in these amazing, I think it's so interesting what you do, because you're making other people's dreams come true.
Yeah, and that's full circle why, like when I was a therapist, I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere, and I needed to do something else to make families happy. And when we like accomplish it, and like they get their keys, or they see the house and they know it's it, and they get that feeling, it's like, oh, like I'm making a difference, and it feels so good, because
You are.
I wasn't making a difference. I was working with like at-risk kids, and like, unless like you could change the parent, you could change the dynamic of the home,
Mhm.
like I really couldn't like make a difference. And now I feel like I really can make a difference in people's lives. And I do work with a lot of divorced women, I have to say. So I help them like
So
and then,
hard.
yeah, start over, and
Yeah.
like it's gonna be okay. Like you'll be okay. Like fortunately for me, like I was able to keep my house. Well, I had to buy it from him, but a lot of these women have to leave, and it's like, okay, we're gonna get you a great house, we're gonna find something, and like we always do.
And they're not alone. And there's a lot of attachment to a home. I've gone with clients of mine in their yes, no, maybe pile because it's really hard and their dreams have been shattered. We're gonna have a forensic accountant on later. But
he was mine.
Was he?
Yeah.
So it's so hard to have to say like it's a coaster or it's something that it brings so many memories to have to either give it away or throw it away or take it with you. But I think it's part of starting anew. You don't need to throw everything away, but what you take with you should be something that speaks to you.
Yeah. For me, I couldn't. That was probably my biggest awakening and my biggest why is when I was going through divorce. He was trying to force a sale of the house, and I was kind of trying to get a read on the kids. And I remember my oldest son literally saying to me, I will die if I ever have to move from this house. It's the only house he knew. And I was like, this is my why. Like, get to it. Like, at that point.
So you made it an option.
Yeah, I didn't have $1 to my name. Like, I hadn't worked in 2 years. I had gotten really sick, which at that time, and I hadn't been able to work in 2 years. I hadn't made any money. I was like, fuck, I need to save this house. Like, here we go. Like, pick up yourself from your bootstraps and figure this out, because
no is not an option.
No is not an option, and this is what these kids want. I got to put my kids first, and I was able to figure out. For me, like, I needed to keep that home, and a lot of women can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's okay, and I you know, help women with that. I do. I've seen it happen a lot.
It does happen a lot.
And I happen to love working with women going through that, men too, because I had to, like, I got a case once where it was actually a court-ordered sale of a home, and I had to, like, kind of like mediate both of them, separating from the home.
Totally mediate, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to go. Moving and divorce are two of the biggest stresses, and most people have to do it back to back.
And marriage too.
Yeah, right. It is everything at once, and you're just barely just hanging on, right? And you're supposed to be a great mom and not be sad and look pretty, and it's just, and I think a lot of women, a lot of them are faking it till they make it, because you have to be strong in front of your kids.
But that's what they tell us to do.
Yeah.
We don't have an option.
No.
We have to fake it. Mm-hmm. Because if not, we're going to break our kids.
Yeah. And that's our job.
Yeah.
Number one job, like you said.
Children's best interest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a good mom.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go to the rapid fire questions here. Did you read them?
I did.
Okay.
I'll probably change because the whole thing changed.
It did change. We didn't stick to the script at all.
No,
I told you.
good.
Yeah, you did great. All right, let's have a little fun before we close out. First thing that comes to mind. Guilty pleasure when the kids are at school.
Oh, staying in pajamas.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Just staying in pajamas in bed all day with the remote control.
I want to do that.
I'm just always on.
What's your genre? What do you like to watch?
Garbage TV.
Really?
Like David always says to me, how do you watch this garbage? And I
like
say,
Housewives?
Yes.
Ugh.
All fucking day.
I don't want to watch any of that.
I love it.
I want a murder mystery.
That's him.
all I want, a
he
murder
watches is
mystery.
ID.
He and I are going to get along great.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite house you've ever sold?
Like, I was gonna say the one I'm about to close on a really cool house in my neighborhood that's gonna put me at the top of the map. But I really got pleasure out of selling that house I just told you about, because it brought a lot of joy to, like, get through it, because it was really hard. It was a beautiful home in Key Biscayne, and
Sure, every house is probably a lot of work.
Yeah, but that was probably the most, like, fulfillment I got from the sale.
How awesome. More to come, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, most unexpected thing about being a businesswoman?
First of all, it's not easy.
No.
It's freaking tough.
It is, yeah.
I probably that it's as hard as it is.
Yeah. It is.
And challenging.
And challenging.
Yeah.
And then hard, and then it's a challenge.
And then hard, and people are assholes.
Yes. I know. Okay, last one. Finish a sentence. It's not over because.
after every storm passes, it's really excited to rebuild, to see what comes.
It could be really exciting.
Yeah.
It's getting
I've
there.
seen it. I've seen like many storms pass, and like afterwards, like the joy you get from rebuilding the next time, because it's just life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even though I went through like a shit whole ton of crap
Yeah.
to get here, there's been a ton of other storms that have passed, and every time it's like you get through it, you're like, yes.
It gets
And it just
you're
makes you
stronger, and
Yeah.
your boys are watching you. They see that you are. I know it's hard for you to hear, but they're watching you, and
Yeah.
you're doing amazing.
I do it for them. Everything is for those kids.
Well, you're doing amazing. All right, I think that's it. You were amazing. I know we were kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a little PTSD-ish, not gonna lie.
You did amazing. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Like I say at the end of every video, if you know somebody that can learn from Brandee, because she's got an amazing story, thank you for sharing. Share this with them and continue to watch, subscribe. Today is a back-to-back-to-back day, so we're gonna have our first guy on next. First gentleman caller. So have a great day. Gentleman caller. So have a great day. Have an amazing, 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 whatever it is that you're doing. There's no rainbows without rain. So that's my thing for all of you guys today. So have a great afternoon, have a great evening, have a great everything, and I'll see you soon. Bye.